My name is Julian May. I'm a member of South Africa's National Planning Commission, and I am a professor at the University of Western Cape, where I hold a UNESCO chair in African food systems. South Africa is widely regarded as among the most unequal societies in the world. Our Gini coefficient, our measures of poverty, and our other measures of inequality have always been extraordinarily high. This is a legacy of apartheid and the period of segregation and violence that took place during those years. Although multiple policies have been introduced to address the issue of inequality, so far we have not seen an improvement in the trend. Inequality remains high. Poverty has recently started increasing again. This is recognized by our long-term strategic plan, the National Development Plan. The National Development Plan set targets to address this legacy of inequality. There are several of these. The one which I will focus on is raising the income of the poorest 40% from 6% as it was in 2010 to 10% by 2030. This is a very modest target, well below what many other countries have in terms of the share of income that is earned by the poorest 40% of the population. The National Planning Commission has been investigating what has been happening with these levels of inequality. I had a task team focusing on this issue of redistribution and understanding what has happened and how to make this better. The task team has looked into trends, it's looked into some of the causes and some of the things that we expected would improve the situation and reduce inequality. We have found that up until the period of COVID, we were making progress towards reaching our target of 10% of income earned by the poorest 40%. This has been largely achieved through our program of social protection, which is widely regarded as the most comprehensive in the continent of Africa. But we were still some way away from our target. Unfortunately, the experience of COVID meant that the trends have reversed and now inequality is once again increasing. The National Development Plan had hoped that the target would be achieved through a mix of economic growth that was redistributive, the social protection program, the multipliers, the income multipliers that we anticipated from that social protection program, the growth of our small, medium, and micro enterprises, and ultimately the way in which we achieve redistribution through a developmental state. But unfortunately, we are not going to achieve that target by 2030. And we are now starting to look into other ways in which we can try and achieve that. This means looking at sectors that might deliver the jobs that are needed to be able to employ that segment of our population who are currently unemployed. The statistics are shocking. Nearly 40% of South Africans are unemployed. They're even more shocking when we look at the statistics for the youth. Almost 60% of our youth are not working. These are the kinds of challenges that South Africa will have to face and address. I suspect there may be challenges that will be encountered also in the Middle East and North Africa. Thank you.